Fraud is an intentional misrepresentation of material existing fact made by one person to another with knowledge of its falsity and for the purpose of inducing the other person to act, and upon which the other person relies, which could result in loss or damage. Forgery is making of a false document including fabricated signature knowing it to be false with intent that it should be used or acted on genuine to the prejudice of another. Original seen and verified, OSV, violation. Original seen and verified, OSV, is a process commonly used in document verification, especially in banking and financial institutions. It refers to the practice of physically inspecting the original documents provided by a client or customer to ensure their authenticity before accepting them into the system. However, an OSV violation occurs when the OSV process is bypassed, and the original document is not seen or verified. This can happen due to negligence, carelessness, or intentional misconduct. The consequences of OSV violations can be severe, as they often lead to the entry of forged or fabricated documents into the system. Without proper verification, the authenticity of the documents cannot be ensured, and this poses significant risks to the organization and its clients. Misrepresentation and mis-selling. Misrepresentation and mis-selling are unethical practices that occur when business solicitation is conducted based on false promises or charges about a product or service. This can involve providing misleading information, making exaggerated claims, or withholding important facts to deceive potential customers into making a purchase or investment. Such practices can harm both the customers and the reputation of the organization. Customers may suffer financial losses or be misled into purchasing products or services that do not meet their needs or expectations. It is the responsibility of the HR department to educate and train employees to adhere to ethical standards, provide accurate information, and avoid engaging in misrepresentation or mis-selling. Document fabrication, forgery. Document fabrication or forgery refers to the creation or assistance in creating a fraudulent document with the intention of making a client eligible for a bank product or service. This can involve the creation of false income statements, forged identification documents, counterfeit bank statements, or any other document that misrepresents the financial position or eligibility of a client. Employees involved in document fabrication, forgery engage in illegal activities that can have serious legal and financial implications for both the client and the organization. HR should enforce strict policies and procedures to prevent such activities, conduct regular audits, and provide appropriate training to employees to ensure compliance with ethical and legal standards. Signature forgery. Signature forgery occurs when an individual forges the signature of a client on any document or application required by the organization. This act is illegal and unethical, as it involves falsely representing the client's consent or agreement on a document without their knowledge or authorization. Signature forgery can lead to severe consequences for both the client and the organization, including financial losses, legal disputes, and damage to the organization's reputation. HR should establish robust controls and authentication procedures to prevent signature forgery, raise awareness among employees about the seriousness of this offense, and implement disciplinary actions for violations. Misappropriation of cash, unauthorized financial transactions. Misappropriation of cash or unauthorized financial transactions refers to the unauthorized collection of cash from a client for processing applications or the misappropriation or unauthorized deposit of client or bank funds. This can include embezzlement, theft, or any other form of financial misconduct by employees. Such acts are serious offenses that can lead to financial losses for both the client and the organization. HR should implement strict internal controls, segregation of duties, and regular monitoring to prevent and detect unauthorized financial transactions. Employees should be made aware of the consequences of such actions, and there should be clear policies and procedures in place for reporting any suspicious activities. Data breach or sharing of confidential information. Data breach or sharing of confidential information refers to the unauthorized access, stealing, or sharing of a bank's confidential data with third parties with the intention of gaining monetary advantage. This can include customer information, account details, transaction records, or any other sensitive data that, if disclosed, can harm the organization and its clients. Data breaches can lead to severe reputational damage, financial losses, and legal consequences for the organization. Robust data protection measures, including encryption, access controls, employee training, and regular security audits. Strict disciplinary actions should be enforced for any breaches or unauthorized sharing of confidential information. Other acts, omissions leading to violation of internal process and policies, including code of conduct and HR policy. This category encompasses offenses that are not specifically mentioned above but still fall under the umbrella of violations related to fraud, forgery, or other acts that breach the organization's internal processes, policies, code of conduct, and HR policies. Examples may include non-compliance with internal controls, violation of conflict of interest policies, breach of confidentiality, or any act that goes against the established ethical and professional standards within the organization. HR plays a crucial role in setting and enforcing these internal processes and policies. They should continuously educate employees about their responsibilities, provide training on compliance, and establish a culture of ethics and integrity within the organization. Clear guidelines and disciplinary measures should be in place to address any violations and ensure a fair and consistent approach in dealing with such offenses.